Sports Without Borders was started in 2006 and since then they've helped many young refugees by paying their fees and equipment costs. This funding initiative has empowered these young people to participate in sports and overcome cultural differences.
Through sports, a lot of the barriers are broken for not just locals, but for especially for refugee, migrant or disadvantaged kids. So the idea of Sports Without Borders was to basically be, if you can call it, the middleman. Organizations such as the CMY identify the kids because, you know, anyone can come up to us and say, or put in an application and say, I need money to do this.
Sports Without Borders works in collaboration with organizations like the Center for Multicultural Youth to identify young sport enthusiasts who need financial assistance.
Well, for us, you know, there's a massive cause of social connectedness that comes from playing sport and undertaking recreation, bringing communities that may not meet necessarily on a day-to-day basis, but bringing them together in a, I guess, in a fun environment. I mean, that's definitely something that a lot of people identify why they want to undertake sport, is that fun and coming together and having a laugh, and there's a lot of mental health issues that go with that as well.
One sporting activity that's organized by CMY and funded by Sports Without Borders is the soccer tournament held at Wreck-West Leisure Centre. I spoke to a few of these ambitious sportsmen who were very happy to be participating in the tournament.
Background doesn't really matter as long as you love sport, you know. It's more about sport, it's not about who you are, what nationality you are, yeah. But so my background is Iraqi Assyrian, but yeah, not a lot of people realize that. They keep thinking I'm Aussie. That's why I love this place. So they don't really care who you are as long as you play the sport. The way we connect is the same thing, you know.
I didn't have any friends. I couldn't find any friends, and all I have to do is just go with my mates, which is the African boys. Yeah, I have to just hang around with them, and after that I said go and search for some other friends too. So
CMY provides cultural awareness training for sports providers with an aim to encourage the development of inclusion policies in local sporting clubs.
There was this kid, and he's a refugee, and he had been taking the footy and going to the local footy club and just standing on the sidelines. He didn't have the confidence to actually approach anyone, and he had been doing that for, I think, a couple of months, if not years. And then finally someone from the club, the coach from the club, had actually noticed that this guy is always there with his footy and just standing there and watching the kids play. And then he approached him and said, look, do you want to, you know, join in? And through the OSCIC program and all that, he joined in, and we actually funded his membership and his boots and things.
The biggest issue that communities are facing these days, apart from what we've talked about, is the lack of ability or lack of access to funding and to grants. And even if they know about funding or grants, how to write funding applications, how to, you know, where does it go to, what do they have to say, those kind of things. I think more education of the communities about something like that would be invaluable, you know, and that again is that from the community development model. That's a new emerging issue that we would like to see addressed. I think that Sports Without Borders has a great opportunity to really take that on.
Although there are plenty of success stories about young refugees who've been able to follow their sporting dreams, the issue of access and knowing how to apply for those funds proposes an ongoing challenge for those young arrivals in Australia. This is Bita Riazati reporting for Broadcast News. Okay, so just start really loud. It's hard to get what you want because